you are being held back from attaining your goals, that relationship is toxic. And sometimes what makes it very dangerous is that some of these relationships is a mixture. So today is good, tomorrow is bad. Today is good, tomorrow is bad. Today they shower you with affection. In fact, they love bomb you. You know, they pour out everything and you think, oh wow, you know, this is it. And then tomorrow they bring out another side of them that slept with the devil overnight.
Yeah, the flames.
So now you are, you know, being treated with the you know, the good things and then the bad things. And it's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's not just like a one-off, it's a pattern. And the thing about this pattern is that they sometimes justify it. They justify it. They are not willing to change it. They actually impose it on you, and you have, or you seem to have no choice but to endure the ill treatment that is being dished out to you. So this is what makes it very toxic. That's what we don't want. We want people to learn, even in this month of love, the month of February, we want people to learn how to choose wisely, how to choose better. You don't have to continue in a cycle that is not serving you, in a relationship that's not promoting the agenda of God for your life, is not helping you achieve your own goals. You mustn't continue in things that are not helping you in the name of I must be in a relationship, in the name of this is the one in quote. But this one is hurting you. This one is diminishing you. This one is not helping you become a better Christian. In fact, when you look at yourself, you are not yourself in the relationship. When you are with them, you morph into something else, and you know, you feel caged, you feel locked in. This is what God doesn't want to continue in your life. And I am saying there is freedom. You can be free. You can get yourself out of such bondage and get true love that helps and serves the purposes of God for your life. There are so many reasons. For some people, the reason is that this is what they're used to. They've become so used to bad that they don't know what good looks like. They were brought up experiencing bad. They are brought up experiencing broken, that they don't know what the right thing is. So they expect broken and they gravitate towards broken. That's one. Number two, sometimes people are carrying emotional baggage. So you attract your kind.
Oh God, no.
Yes, you attract your kind. So you keep attracting the same people. You know, the first boyfriend was like this. The second one, even though you met him in Nigeria, is still the same type. You know, the third one, you met them in London, is still the same kind of person. And you're wondering, why do these kind of people keep coming to me? Please, please look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You are attracting your kind. It's you that is releasing the vibe that's attracting this kind of people. Your brokenness is speaking to their brokenness, and you are attracting them. So if you are ever going to be free, something must start with you. The change has to start with you. Something has to be rewired in you. You have to heal. You have to get better, because it's you that is attracting these kind of people in your life.
Also, the reason why somebody will keep going to the fire is because the other things around it seems appealing. Like we said, they could love bomb you. So when they do that, you tend to forget that, or maybe like, no, they've changed. You forget. You are so drawn in by what is seemingly nice now that you tend to forget. So when they do it again, it's like you almost even give them excuses. Oh, but at least they're so nice to me. So this other part, I can manage it. But you are not even kind of demanding differently. So that's also, we are attracting it, but at the same time, you can't distinguish. You've not been able to say that this is a pattern. You give excuses for it, but at least he does this. Some other people don't have this, but he does this. You are not, you're not seeing it for what it is.
True.
And if you can't see it for what it is, you can't change it.
Yes.
And you can't even know to leave it.
In fact, let me build on that. if you can't see it for what it is because you're not thinking clearly to see the harm that this thing is doing to you.
Or the long-term effect.
The long-term effect on you. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing how this is compromising your future, compromising future happiness, future joy. You know, sometimes we fall in love with potential.
Yeah.
Oh, you're hoping he will change. You're hoping she will change. Hope is not a strategy. You're hoping that, you know, it will be better. It's not a strategy. Exactly. We need to know that this person is actually making an effort to change. Why are they like this? Why are, you know, why are they so controlling? Why are they so possessive? These things have a way of hindering your true potential as a human being from evolving. And unfortunately, people make the mistake of really carrying on with such toxic relationships that end up they're marrying the same person, and then in marriage, they're wondering, how did I get myself here? How did I arrive here? No, you arrived there because you were not attentive in the days when you should have made a decision to walk away. And you were blindfolded by whatever it is that they were giving you. You know, it's like, I've heard this, you know, is it proverb or parable, where, you know, they're killing you slowly. Now, when we are married, remember that we serve a God with whom nothing is impossible.
Amen.
We can pray. We can seek help.
Yes.
This is why people like us exist in the body of Christ. We can help. We can guide people to break through. The what is producing the toxicity can be healed.
Amen.
You see, people do not know, you know, that they're toxic. Sometimes. Sometimes people know. Sometimes they don't know.
Yeah.
So, and whether they know or they don't know, it's a dysfunction in them that is producing that toxic behavior. And that dysfunction in them can be healed. Yeah. That dysfunction in them can be turned around. So we need to know the steps to take. You know, like we said in the course of this series earlier in the month, nobody gets a diagnosis from the doctor and then you go immediately and buy a coffin. Nobody does that. The doctor tells you this is what is wrong with you, and then you walk away from the doctor's office or room and then go straight to the funeral parlor to buy a coffin for yourself. Nobody ever does that. You try to see what you can do to fight whatever it is that is attacking your body and get healing, you know, and many times we recover. You know, sometimes you might need a surgery, sometimes you might need one medical intervention or the other, and we recover. The same thing with relationship. There is a help. If you are in a marriage and you know that there is toxicity here, seek help at the appropriate places. Don't go to quack doctors. Don't go to people who don't know what is going on and say you drink oil, and when you drink oil, you'll be fine. Drinking oil doesn't stop the problem. Or you drink anointed water and you'll be fine. While I do not undermine the power of God to help, but some of these issues require for us to take accountability, for us to, you know, draw boundaries, for us to call out what is going on and be aware of what is happening to you and what they are doing to you and so on and so forth. So there are practical things we need to learn and do. In fact, there are also relationship tools or relationship skills rather that you need to acquire. Sometimes we may need to learn how to resolve a conflict, learn how to communicate properly, learn how to set boundaries and maintain boundaries and enforce boundaries. These are all skills that you need to have to, you know, manage toxic situations and toxic people. So if you don't have those skills, you will end up always getting the short end of the stick because you don't know what to do. It's like, you know, you drive a car, but you don't know how to reverse, or you don't know how to change a lane. If you don't know how to change lane on the highway, you're going to create accident for yourself or for other road users. So what I'm saying here is there are things you need to learn. There are things you can seek help, get help, and let this situation turn around. You and your spouse, for the person who asked the question, you and your spouse that are in this relationship, the question is, what do you want? Do you really want a healthy marriage, healthy relationship? If that's what you want and that's what he wants, then both of you can go get help. Whoever is the offending partner or the offense is coming from both sides, you can make a decision to change, and people can guide you on what you need to do to change, and there can be change. You see, I've been married now 25 years, going on 26. The person I am today is not the person I've always been. I've grown, I've changed. And I believe that people can grow, people can change, if only you know what to do and how to do it, and you can be guided to change, so that these toxic patterns do not ruin the rest of your life in the name of being in a marriage.
Okay, sorry, before we take that question, I just want to speak to anyone out there who is really, you've heard us maybe over the past 4 weeks and you're really thinking, what do I do? Like Dr. Chusa said, there is hope, we believe that God is able to make a way for anyone. So the first thing is you understanding and realizing that this is not the best place I ought to be. And encouraging your partner to say we can seek help, because in God there's help. Because what we've said about relationships is supposed to make you better. So if it is not making you better, then you need to seek help to say this relationship, can it actually make both of us better? I've over this past week, there have been men who have even said, I'm actually the one who is, perpetrating these things. And so that means people are looking for help. So we can't just assume that because somebody is, as it were, the one giving out the toxicity, does not mean that they don't want to change. So we can't assume that. We have to seek help first and then see, are we going to be able to change this? And what do we need to do? And it's not overnight. Can I just say it's not overnight? It's a process. We've just heard the medical or the chemical part is part of something that has changed you. So there's the reversal, and we know that with God, nothing is impossible. So it's possible to reverse whatever chemical things that have gone wrong, but there are some things you have to do, and you must give it time. You must be willing to go through the process. You must be willing to give it what it needs, the time, the resources to be able to have that change.
And the expertise.
And you must go for the people who can help you walk through the process. This Friday, we're going to be talking a bit more. I mean, we have very little time when we come on Wednesdays, but this Friday, we're going to be live, and we want to talk about it a bit more. We probably have a lot more time. You can ask your questions, and then you can begin to see what are the next steps I can take.
Sure. I mean, Pastor Turin, the more we go on with this conversation, the more I realize that being in a toxic relationship is almost like being addicted to a drug.
Yes, it can be.
Even when Cameron broke it down, it's almost like it makes sense why you keep wanting more of this person. And the more inconsistent they are, the more you fall in love with them. And it hurts so much, because now you're starting to realize that it's not even only about them, it's actually more about you.
You making the continuous choice.
Sure.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So you don't blame them, you are making a choice.
Yeah.
So force change, and then you can probably force change.
Let me try and address that. What does healthy love look like? Healthy love looks like an environment where you are supported, an environment where you are heard, an environment where you are listened to, an environment where you can be yourself, where you can flourish, where your gifts can thrive, where your calling in God is getting better. When you look at yourself, you are proud of what you are becoming. An environment where this person is actually helping you achieve your goals as a human being. When you think deep within yourself and say, this is who I want to be, this is what I want to do, these are the things that are important to me, and you share this dream with your partner, and you get support. You get emotional support, you get financial support, you get spiritual support, you get moral support, and you find yourself growing. And you find yourself becoming a better person, becoming a better follower of Jesus Christ. You see your spiritual life flourishing. That's what healthy love looks like.
And you're able to give the same.
And you're able to, support them to also grow. So there's mutuality in growth.
Amen.
There's mutuality in progress and prosperity in the relationship. We both are becoming better people. We both are growing. That's what healthy love looks like. And if we are not growing, it's not healthy.
But there are two things I want to mention. This Friday, please join us for Thank God. This Friday is going to be live. Just go to our WhatsApp number 062 520-2020 to say you want to register, and we'll direct you on how to register. There's an entrance fee, just 100 rand, just to confirm your attendance. And then secondly, last week I did give was my birthday, and I also made an offer to anyone, and we're talking about choosing properly. So I have an offer for every single lady out there. I'm going on a 14-day transformation of the single ladies relationship bootcamp. It's online, so every evening for 14 days, we're going to be taking you through for an hour, knowing those things that you need to know, so that you as a person, you are going to be able to make the right choices concerning your relationships. Please go to the same number, 062-520-2020, if you want to go on this journey with me. 14 days. I'm starting on Saturday the 28th, and we're going to go for 14 days. Of course, there's a little bit of fee on it, but it's subject to whatever you can pay. And then we're going to go on this journey so that at the end of it, you will have clearer understanding of what it is that you need, you want. Some people don't even know what they want. They've not been able to say, this is what I am looking for, because you've not looked at yourself to say, what truly have I, who is the person, the right person I can actually even be a helper to. So join us. The phone number is 062 520 2020. Thank you so much.